Keeping venomous reptiles is an unforgiving hobby, requiring proper training and lots of experience. One simple mistake can be the difference between life and death. Remember, the most venomous snake in the world is the one that just bit you. There are no venomous snakes with training wheels. Just because you see viperkeeper handle snakes a certain way does not mean you should try it too.
Oh my. Just like a water cobra to soil your water dish. Here, would you like this? This guy happens to be in shed. This is a ringed water cobra, and he's getting really too big to keep in this enclosure. I really need to put him in a full-size cage, which I will do as soon as I have an available cage. I've grown these up from hatchlings. I hope to breed them. I've got a small stock of breeders. These are just sort of very difficult snakes to come by now, and I'm hoping to make them a little bit more plentiful. So we'll just gently shut this, and we'll come back with a clean water dish in a little while. Now we have a sibling in this cage that we can feed. These are very shy snakes. Sometimes it's difficult to get them to come out to feed. See how I have to sort of coax this guy out? Would you like that? There you go. Whoops! And he's gone. So give him some water and some moisture, and shut the door and come back a little later when he has devoured that particular mouse. This is a Congo water cobra. I call it a Congo water cobra because that's location specific. However, genetically, it's been determined to be your typical ringed water cobra. He's a good bloke, except he's gonna prove me wrong now. He's got this really water cobra-ish feeding response, just like Thud does, just like all the other ringed water cobras. He really likes his tucker. And as you can see, he's quite a healthy, filled out snake. So he only gets 2 of these a week. And even I think that's probably a lot. So he's a very good guy. I like him a lot. I've raised him since he hatched. He's, you know, I've got a few of these that I got in as an import, including another female. I'm trying to transition them to eating rodents like this guy. I am partially there, but it may take a little while.
And right above
yes. This is Pogo's consort. He's doing real well. He has been a very picky eater. He is the father of Pogo's little baby that's not so a little baby in the room.
Oh, we scared him.
Being a male, he is not the greatest feeder, but he's been coming around, and he really likes his cage. And you just saw him tap the rodent, so I'm going to put that over here. And we're not going to disturb him so much because, like I said, he's a male, he's a bit of a shy feeder, and unless you're a water cobra male, they don't care. They're not so shy feeders. So we'll let him do his thing and not disturb him. Now we're about to feed Pogo. If I can get this rat to cooperate and stick his tongue out before it gets too cold. There we go. Pogo is a rat specialist, always has been. She's ready to roll here. Hopefully she'll eat this because I've offered her mice over the past few weeks. She's struck like that and then not eaten. So hopefully she will decide that that's okay to eat, and we'll try not to disturb her very much. These are the jararacas from Brazil, or the boys from Brazil, if you want to call them that. The jararacas cause lots of snake bites in their native range. They're very toxic, can grow to be very big, and have very potent hemorrhagic and cytotoxic venom. There's another jararaca lurking in the log here. Oop, you missed. There you go. Never see that one. It likes its log. This one likes to sit on top and be visible, which is really cool because I like the coloration of this one much better. Elvis is going into shed, but I really want him to have something to eat before he does, so I am going to cautiously offer him something to eat, which he nicely takes head on. You can approach now. Elvis has been quite the problem recently with misbehaving and thinking that I am the food item of choice on the menu. I haven't been going in his cage very often because of that. You know, I don't know about you folks, but I don't like having a 12-foot king cobra chase me around the room, and it's rather disturbing. So while his mouth is full, I am going to clean up his cage. Can you hand me a dustpan so I can put this poo in it? Not there. Is there a poo container in the room? Elvis is quite secretive when it comes to his food and doesn't like me around. He thinks that I'm going to take it from him. This is his belief, but it's not accurate as far as my intentions. My intentions is never try to take food from him once he's got it in his mouth, because that really pisses him off, and I've experienced a pissed off Elvis before, and if you want to get bit, that is a certainly good recipe for that. Now this is not a particularly large rodent, so I need to work as quickly as I can. cleaning up the vast majority of the poo. His water dish is back in its place. There is the Elvis. See, he's not even sort of eating it. He's just like, you're here, you're bothering me. Leave me alone, I'm eating. So that's exactly what we're going to do. You know, I don't need, you know, any more hint to that I need to leave. Okay, so let's just entirely leave the room and let Elvis eat, and we'll come back later and do other things. Well, Mr. Popia is very hungry these days. Oh, I guess so. Hi there, dude. Would you like something to eat? Mr. Popia is a Siamese peninsular pit viper. Oh, and he's a very hungry dude. Is that tasty? Huh? It's not like I starve you either. You know, being a male snake, he's on feed for a while and then goes off for a while. So when he's on feed, I have a tendency to feed him more frequently, once a week instead of once every 2 weeks. Right now he's in hungry mode, so I take care of his empty tummy. You know, your typical pit viper from Southeast Asia, lots of cytotoxins, snake metalloproteases, which causes necrosis, hemotoxins. That's your basic venom composition. Probably won't kill you, but will make life very unpleasant for a week or two. So we'll just let him do his thing and move on. I know, huh? Do you want that? Oh, I thought you might want that. Even though she just ate yesterday, I'll go ahead and give her another. She's a very friendly Ekis. Well, friendly as long as you've got something to fill her mouth other than your fingertips. Alright, so this is Ekis coloratus, desert sawscale. Her cage needs some cleaning too. But this girl, well, she's hungry, but this girl will generally drink very nice. Come on, lift your head so everybody can see it. From the squeeze bottle. I've had this girl a very long time. She's produced some babies. Unfortunately, you know, even after you have the babies feeding and stuff, sometimes they just don't make it. So I've successfully reproduced Ekis coloratus. I just haven't successfully raised up the offspring. I'm not really certain why, but I have her a new boyfriend. He's in quarantine, and as soon as he comes out of quarantine, I'll put him in with her. And she's not really sort of ready to reproduce until next spring, so we've got plenty of time. Was that tasty, huh? Was that tasty, big girl? Alright, so we'll let her settle down. I don't want to disturb her because snakes will actually regurge their water if they get excited and stuff. We'll clean her cage a little later, but that one we know drinks. Now this is the mother of all the Ekis sociaruchii that's in here, and this is the Ekis sociaruchii is from the United Arab Emirates in Pakistan. She is a big girl. with big venom glands, also a big appetite, so we're going to try to keep our fingers out of the way. I've had her for a long time. Hi, yeah, I'm offering you something to drink. I know you don't like necessarily water. Here, come on. Come on. You notice I'm trying to keep my hand out of the line of fire. We don't want... No, she's just not interested in drinking, not like Miss Colorado's. And some of the babies will do that too. And here we are at the coral cobra cage. And this is the male coral cobra moving about in the foreground here. Hello, dude. Would you like a drink, huh? I know you would like a mouse or something, huh? Would you like a drink? I'll give you a nice drink. Well, there you go. That's a good guy. Now, I dumped out his and her water dish because coral cobras have this very bad habit of laying eggs in water dish. So it's best not to have any water in the water dish because the female looks like she's gravid and she's in and out of the nesting box. She right now is, of course, somewhat interested in food like he is. I don't have any. I fed him yesterday, and when you feed him or you feed either one of these guys, you really need to occupy both mouths at the same time, otherwise there's problems. So you can go back in there, dude. A little bit of a hood there going away mad because there wasn't anything to eat. But like I said, I fed him yesterday. He had like 3 fuzzies. That should be a reasonable meal for a week. Of course, these guys always want more. So, and the female is now moving to see and taste what that was all about.
Did he get food and I didn't?
She got food, but one reason I think she's very gravid and she can't really keep a lot of food in her gut. So she's normally a ravenous feeder. I mean, we've seen some of my earlier videos of her. She just goes berserk when food is present, and she's been sort of well, sort of maybe I'll eat this. Not really terribly interested. So she had a couple things to eat yesterday too, but really not herself. And that's why I think she's growing a whole bunch of embryos. And that's why I put a nesting box back there, because I want her to drop those eggs in there and not in the water dish.